She think it's a game.
Oh, I ain't get to tell you. I ain't get to tell about Udi. Then
I swear you'll die.
Then I gotta die about that. You told my shit.
She think it's a game.
Damn, bitch.
Give me my
I
phone.
gotta die if I tell what happened.
Give me my phone.
That's crazy, y'all. I ain't really gonna die behind this, so y'all won't know that tea right now.
She think it's a game.
Mark done got quiet. Where he at? He right here. He getting mad. He don't like the truth coming out.
Every moment that she told the truth, she pulled the trigger on both of their lives. Her revealing those details made him an open target.
Why you put the screen out the window?
So look. Queen, what the hell you talking about? Boy. Nah. I ain't did none of that.
Oh, they think you don't beat me up.
Uh-huh.
That boy ain't touched me.
I ain't did none of that.
Still camping for y'all. I just like you said,
Nah.
he back on there act like he done did
Nah.
something to me.
So look, boom. So I catch a guy there talking to him. So you know, I immediately lost it. Beat her. She said I beat her for 3 hours straight. I can't recall. I had enough for about 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Because like, why is you playing with me? You know what I'm saying? So now here it is. She done called the police. No, she ran out the house. I really let her go. She ran out the house.
He ain't let me go. I treat them.
Butt ass naked. Ran to the car. Jumped in the car. I fucked around, left the keys in the car. Went to the police station, butt ass naked.
But booty ass naked.
So boom. I get in another car and go down that motherfucker with her. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I get down there. She sitting there goddamn at the red light. I had to stop. So when she was parked there, she seen me coming. So I seen the deputy, the sheriff, and shit, talking to her outside the police station. Talking to her, shit. So when I see their head turn, I know she had done told them. You know, hey, there you go right there. So they went to looking crazy. I still pulls up. You know what I'm saying? I still pulls up. He asking me what the fuck going on, this, that, the third. I told him, like, shit. We had the altercation, the fight, whatever it may be. And she done ran to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So he telling me, oh, can you pull over there in the parking lot so we can talk about this and get it together? Bitch, I'm a convict. I know what time it is. Skirt. Straight to Wayne County, straight to Justice, because she thinking it ain't. She think it's a game. Okay, so boom, here it is. All this happening. The U.S. Marshals looking for him. All this shit here because her mama done called the folks. My probation officer and had them folks got them thinking I done beat her where she can't walk, see, and all like she down to dead. My probation officer telling me this shit or whatever. Boom. She go back up there. Months later, you know what I'm saying? We don't calm down. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, she's my wife. You know what I'm saying? I come back. We try to work it out. She tried to tell me, oh, she ain't talking to her. So boom, I get locked up. So I get locked up again because where I come home from the other shit because my probation still trying to violate me, but she had them when got the charges dropped, so I never got fingerprinted. That's how I got out. They ain't charged me or nothing. So probation had me in there for like a week. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the shit dropped, right? So they finally get the shit dropped. I get out. When I get out, we got security. We got cameras. I'm gonna show y'all the camera. We got cameras around the house. So she standing out here in the yard. She on the phone with a nigga. I can hear her because she had it on speakerphone. Nigga talking about, oh, I want to get drunk. Da-da-da-da. Here it is. She asked this nigga, oh, so which car you want? Like, she flexing. Oh, which car you want me to drive? You want me to drive the Challenger? You know what I'm saying? All that shit, like, she catering to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I hear all this shit. So I ask her, I'm fresh out too. First day out. So I asked about it. Oh, that was my friend. I can't have friends. Any of y'all that's on here that know, if y'all comment, say anything, any of that shit, she got to do the most. So we on the same time. So
you in every bitch inbox, you just can't take what you did.
So here it is, boom. I get out. I asked her about it. She telling me, oh, that's my friend. I can't have friends. Can I have friends? Oh, you easy. You a fuck, so I don't. But you done fucked multiple niggas. Here it is. She talking about it. Here it is. She talking about it years ago. Bitch, I'm in prison, so of course I ain't gonna know. I looked down at her ass. This motherfucker got goddamn clusters and shit down there by her ass. Bumps and shit. She got bumps and shit. Look like goddamn. Now y'all see why she don't want me to get on the live. That's why she trying to goddamn overtalk me. So it looked like this shit look like some bumps, but like an ant bite. How you bust a bump?
Hey, what you did to it? Licked out on the bitch, so stop fucking capping, boy.
So here it is, boom. Time go by. She go back to her. Not time go by. She go to her doctor. And the lady looked at the shit. She talking about, I need to get I don't know what this is. The lady looked down there and say, well, I looked at your chart and it said that you tested positive for HSV1 or what, HSP1 or whatever. So I can tell you, I say.
They don't even test you for HSV1 unless you ask.
You didn't ask him for it?
You just said when I went, they said it. So I had to get tested in order.
Again, like I've been saying.
I had to get tested in order for them to give me results.
I told y'all before when she was pregnant, she went up there to the doctor. They tested her ass.
I didn't even go to Augusta. I went to Statesboro. They don't share databases,
okay.
So make it make sense.
She went to Statesboro.
Oh, okay.
And they went in the goddamn thing and looked at her goddamn shit and said, well, hell, I see on your chart where it said you tested positive for it. So here it is.
Oh, shit.
Here it is now. Bitch,
I ain't let you on the phone.
you got the shit down there.
And what you did to it?
Now you got
what did you
herpes. But now I'm asking you, like, damn, what's really going on? Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, you gave it to me. You know, that's the first thing. Oh, you gave it to me. Oh, you burnt me. You did this. You did that. That's the first thing she said. Now then, when the lady in Augusta did her paperwork, she didn't even do no test on the shit again because she said, I can look at it and tell you right now what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be you're in an outbreak. They gave her some big ass goddamn pills that she got sent to her goddamn, not her regular goddamn pharmacy. She sent that shit to Meta. Got those. So when the lady goddamn called her back, about the shit, well, she emailed her and told her, and you also have a bacteria down there, whatever. I don't even know what the fuck the bacteria is, but she said I sent enough for you and a refill for your partner. Do you not know this motherfucker get mad and goddamn don't be wanting to give me my medicine? Goddamn run off and all that shit.
Real shit, you broke
with
me.
me.
You don't pay no bills. That's why you mad.
One thing. So I went and got a reading. So the bitch read me. Boom. The bitch told me a motherfucker in my wife, somebody in my wife's family got roots on me. They're praying on my brain. They praying on my downfall. They don't want to see me with shit. They playing with my finances and my money goddamn blessings.
Shut the fuck up and sit back and enjoy the show, bitch.
I ain't tell her again. The fuck? Don't tell me. This is my motherfucking house. I'll be whoever y'all want to be.
And see, that's what she do. And then when I turn around and punch in her shit, she gonna call the police and say I'm a woman beater. But this bitch, I beat you.
I lay in the bed.
I'm a bitch beater.
Every time you come in the house,
I'm a bitch
you never
beater.
fight me head up. What you doing?
We can fight now.
What you doing?
We can fight now.
What you doing?
We can fight now.
You come sneak me. You come choke me.
Why you put your hands on me? Why you put your hands on me? Why you put your hands on me?
That's how you fight me every time.
You can't beat me, bitch. Head up or not.
Hey, Mark, what he said about the bump on the ass. If it was herpes, why did you come lick on me and suck on me? I'm talking about I was trying to eat my pussy, and I'm like, why would you do that? He said, I don't know. Honey, that was a lie about what he said about the shit with Quan. Hold on, this what you lied at. You sat right here and set that shit up for her to talk to him so you can rob Quan. That's what you said. Yeah. That's how the whole them talking started. Yeah. It wasn't nothing about me and that shit at all. I translated the message, and that's how that shit happened.
So how the hell did it continue to go on then?
When she got caught, and she came and got that table, we got a new table. That's when she FaceTimed him on my phone. He didn't answer her. When she had to left, he called back, and I didn't answer because she wasn't here. Okay, so when you came, it was a missed call.
Where the light?
You said, you got like me and him, you said it was a lie for me and him to have something going on. No, it fuck. You wanted to rob him.
You still ain't proved the lie. All you doing is trying to damn drop the business. All you trying to do is damn tell.
No, I'm saying that you lying.
At the end of the day, I don't care. I was gonna rob the fuck nigga.
No, you sit around.
You haven't proved the lie.
You sit around and make it like just like Squeeze. You sit around, you she'll watch us for, they watch baddies. They're not what, if this shit stir up beef and your husband get hurt. Well, baby, Sierra Williams, if it start up beef, he got his ass on live. And guess what? Don't get on here lying because now I'm telling everything. Because now you've been lying on me. And it's really frustrating. It's really aggravating when every time you hear your nigga pick up the phone, he on the phone spraying your name. Yeah, you know my girl was fucking such and such. This nigga ain't never touched me. Why are you lying on me? Why are you lying on me? I never touched a nigga. I ain't been around a nigga.
Alright, give my phone.
Then,
I'll give you a shot.
now, let me finish. I'm on live. You had them 2 hours.
You finna go on your live.
Now you don't want the phone back.
No, I gave you a shot.
I ain't get to tell you. I ain't get to tell about Udi. Then,
I swear you'll die.
I gotta die about that. You told my shit.
Give my phone.
Damn, bitch.
Give me my
I
phone.
gotta die if I tell what happened.
Give me my phone.
That's crazy, y'all. I ain't really gonna die behind this, so y'all won't know that tea right now.
Give me my phone.
Mark done got quiet. Where he at? He right here. He getting mad. He don't like the truth coming out.
Hello and welcome to the channel, guys. So we're back here today with another story. This is not the most exciting or ideal story that I want to come today, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it and break everything down. Before we get started, I hope that you all are having a fantastic day today. I want to send you some love and light energy. Make sure that you're also protecting and surrounding yourself with that energy because there's so much going on in the world. There's so many crazy things going on. You just have to be careful and really guard yourself. I want to also start by saying my condolences to the family. No one could imagine what it's like to be in this type of situation until they're in it. While I'm talking about this story, I also want to make sure that I'm being respectful. You never know, they may run across the video, someone that they know or someone from the family. So I do want to make sure that I am giving facts and being respectful while telling the story. If something happened to me, I definitely wouldn't want someone spreading lies. So I'm definitely going to give as close to the facts as I can. If I'm missing something or something is incorrect, please don't hesitate to correct it and put it down below. I want to also give a trigger warning because the content that we're going over can be very triggering. If this is something that you know that you're not in the space to process, I would go ahead and advise that you stop the video at this point. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get into it. And let's start by unpacking their names. I found this very interesting because her name was the Duchess and his was the Frenchman. It's really sad and ironic, and it just sounds like another sad tale to go down in the books, unfortunately. Because their energy seems so familiar, these type of situations seem so familiar in the Black community, and not just the Black community, because you have more of this happening it's always been happening across other cultures, period. But you definitely are, seeing a lot of this in our community. Everybody has that one cousin or that one friend or brother or sister, that they just kind of off the chain sometimes. That's just how they are. Everybody's pretty much accepted them, move around them. And that's just how it is and how it's always been. You may also know someone who's in a relationship like this, a best friend or an associate, where it just seems like the energy is toxic and they're always going back and forth. There are some men in this world that have mental issues that are unchecked, unattended to. They haven't received counseling, the proper help that they need, as well as some women who suffer from mental illness issues, or in this case, just simply not knowing when to let it go. People were talking to them and warning them in this case. The mom made a post and she spoke out about how both families felt about this situation and how they had tried to warn their family member. But when people are grown, it's only so much that you can do. You can want the best, you can advocate for your family member, but it's ultimately up to them to make the final decision on what it is they are going to choose to do. The first issue is that they met in jail. It doesn't make him a bad person that she met him in jail. It doesn't make her a bad person that they met in jail. But what makes it bad is that they met in jail and decided to have a romantic relationship. Instead of her keeping that boundary and saying, I am a correctional officer and you are an inmate at this facility, the lines were blurred and crossed somewhere. He's already at a low point in his life where I wouldn't even call it a low point, but this is just a point of rehabilitation. That's what he's there for. So he needs that time to rehabilitate. Afterwards, maybe that would have been something different. But just the fact that you met him in jail, like, baby, that's enough for me. That is enough. I don't know about that one. I think getting involved with an inmate was definitely the last thing she should have done. So she already met him in this place where she probably seen his charges. And he's like, you know, she know why I'm in here. So when he met her, at that point, he's like, okay, she already know what it is. So you met him in his original vibration. In the live stream he did is really scary because he also talks about how he assaulted her, just like assault. And she got up with no clothes on, hopped in the car, ran to the police station after it happened, and then he chased behind her and also went down to the police station. So it was just a lot of signs here. She made it a point that she was not going to leave the room while he was streaming. He kept talking. She kept talking. He got the phone on the counter while he's trying to cook. You see, at some point, she goes up, like, you know, on the side of him, snatched the phone. It was just so much constant provoking. The video went on entirely too long. So his goal was, like, basically, like, I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to put all your business out there. I'm going to push you in your place because you done pushed me far enough. So today is the day of reckoning. And I think her whole disposition was coming from a place of, since you want to get on this live, I'm going to embarrass you so bad and make sure you never want to get on live again. Now, of course, that type of energy didn't pay off for her and it backfired. When a person gets quiet or they smile at you while they're mad at you, that's probably a good time to leave the room. It's probably a good time to shut the conversation down. It's probably a good time to just let them have it. He also has that other side, that wild animal though, that it just couldn't be tamed. So a man is still going to be a man, and you never know what's in a man, what exactly he's made of until you push him and you pop him. Apparently she had exposed some details of a situation in relation to a pow-pow that he had already done or they had set up together. During Pillow Talk, he definitely shared some stuff with her that he wasn't expecting to leave her mouth. Towards the end of the video, she started trying to explain why this man, this particular guy, had called her phone. She was saying that this guy didn't just call my phone out of the blue. You remember when that time we was trying to set so-and-so up and you told me to call from my phone. So I called from my phone and then he called me back. That's how the call got in my call log. So mind you, okay, he done already went to the funeral. He done already talked to the family. They done already hashed out whatever story he done told him, and he said that that's what had happened, and that's what he wanted, left at that. And now she was coming out with it. By her revealing those details made him an open target. It definitely doesn't make it right for the other family involved, because I could only imagine if they're watching the live and to hear some information when you think one thing happened and somebody came to your face and told you that this happened, and then you find out that actually something else happened. So it's like that opens a whole nother can of worms. So at this point, he's an open target. If their family seen the live and now they're ready to take revenge or make atonement, now they got an open pass to come because they know the truth now. His homeboys, his brothers, they family, everybody. He was the one that originally got on the live, but the live went from let me see how bad I can embarrass you to let's see how well you fight for your life. Technically, at the very moment that she told the truth was the moment that she pulled the trigger on both of their lives, unfortunately. She had so many opportunities to step out of the room up until the point where she told his business. While it doesn't excuse his actions, domestic violence is never okay. Also, agitating and tearing someone down verbally or trying to provoke them is also not okay. By the time that she had already said what she said, it was already too late. Now, if we're looking also back on their history, she was his CO in jail. So that right there alone is a different power dynamic. While she's in that facility, while he's in that facility, she has to lay a clear message that she's in charge. She has everything in control. She has the inmates under control. And it also sucks because it gives a bad name for other female COs who are really just trying to go to work and just genuinely do their job. Even though she didn't physically fight him, she literally knew all the right things to say just to get him right there on the edge. But once she said that, he was never gonna let her go. It's like she pressed and pressed and pressed and hammered until she popped him. As a man, as a woman, for your safety, you should never try to provoke anyone. Because once you pop them, you don't know what's coming out. And then especially as a woman, you would think like, okay, but it ain't so common. Common sense ain't always so common. Once he started getting quiet and she like, the camera like that a little bit and you saw him creeping around that counter and he had stopped talking, like words had left the room for him. At that point, it was too late, I still think. But you could just feel the energy in that moment. Like when she dropped the camera, like just hearing her in the background, it's just really sad. This video went on well over 40 minutes. It was so many opportunities that they had to leave. It was so many opportunities for a lot of different things to happen other than what happened. And as we see the situation and we talk about it, the reason why I think it went so viral and it hits for all of us is because we can relate. You may know someone like this, whether you're in this situation yourself, whether a family member or friend, and it's just been kind of going on for months, for years, and nobody's really taking it serious. The situation just kind of simmers until one day something happens and now you can't believe it, but you gotta believe it because it's the new reality. This was pretty much his going away letter. His going away letter in video form. She didn't catch any of the hints. This man was calm at points in the video. Most of the video he was pretty calm. He even did a laugh, a smile. He was cooking, talking, and giving really his last words on the situation and his truths. He was giving his final truths. In conclusion, what makes this situation so sad is that nobody was willing to leave the room. If one person had left the room, if one person had left the house, I'll come back, see you later, that situation could have been totally different. And this is why in a relationship it is so important to have skills to know how to work with other people, to know, okay, if this person is mad, let me be mature enough to say, okay, baby, I'm gonna come back to the house. Let me give you a minute to calm down. Let me go in the other room. But when both parties are just like, I'm gonna be the last person standing, it almost creates like an atomic bomb. And in this situation, that's exactly what happened, because in the end, it was nobody left standing. I watched the video and I was just hoping at some point she would just be like, you know, let me just leave. Let me, you know, be a bigger person. Or maybe even he would leave, or somebody would just do something different other than what they did. She missed all the signs, like all the signs up until the point of no return. I think we were all wishing that somebody could have just pulled up to the house and maybe intervened, but like his mother said in the post, that both sides of the family were pretty much tired. They had been dealing with this toxic situation on an ongoing basis. Not to mention the friend that she had on the phone, like she had the worst friend on the phone possible. Like she had the worst friend on the phone. If I ever had to go through a situation like this, like what my friends are going to tell me is, are you okay? Are you stepping outside? I'm on the way. Go somewhere where you're safe, where y'all are separated apart. Go somewhere. I'm en route. Are you okay? Her friend was basically egging on the situation. Not only is she demeaning this man, so the fact that she's on the phone and she's having a conversation with her friends, certain things definitely shouldn't be shared with your friends when you're married, period, whether male or female. Because when you talk about what's going on in your marriage, it takes something that could actually be a small thing and amplify it times 10. And that's exactly what happened. Her friend was like, oh yeah, girl, for real? And you remember he did this, girl, and this, and this. And then, like, towards the end of the video, where she's like, oh, I'm not going to tell all of that, y'all. I'm going to have to tell y'all later. Because that's going to get me. And her friend was like, dang, girl. Ma'am. No. Instead of egging her on, why not have told her to walk out the house? People was on her live telling her, like, just leave. Like, what you did could put your husband in danger. Like, you could put yourself in danger. Like, just be quiet, just leave. But she didn't do any of that. Like, the whole time she kept taking it for a joke. And you have a lot of couples that'll do that. You know, like, okay, well, we normally get into it and then everything is all right. You know, he try to big me up one time, I try to big him up one time, and boom, or we doing tit for tat, like I'm coming out on top. And it never works out. Like, it never works out when you have two energies that are just so strong, and it doesn't work. It's just like, of all the friends that she could have been on the phone with, like at this moment in her final moments of life, unfortunately she was on the phone with the worst friend that she could have been on the phone with. Her friend is going to go to this funeral. This video is viral. People know. I'm not blaming this girl. You know, these people were in their early 30s. It's just a hard life lesson because it's something that you can't go back and undo. And it's something that's always going to be with you, and something that you always going to remember. And other people always going to remember. Learning when to talk and when not to talk could literally save your life. It could be the difference between life and death. Common sense ain't so common, and sometimes you have to know when to use common sense. You have to know when to read the room. If there's a big baboon that's standing there and is trying to fight you, are you going to fight him back? If it takes a lump of lard from his backside and huck it at you, are you going to fight back, or are you going to walk away? 10 times out of 10, you're probably going to walk away, because in your head, you're going to tell yourself, this is a gorilla, so I'm not going to fight a gorilla, or, you know, whatever type of wild animal it is. You never know what's within that man. You don't know the experiences that he's been through, how he's been raised, or just simply what he went through that day. So it could have just been a real rough day. And for all of us as humans, it just takes the right situation to turn us into someone that would unalive someone. If it's a situation that you could walk away from and live to see tomorrow, why not do so? Why not consider your kids the people that need you? All of these incidences occurring on live stream is absolutely insane. At this point, it kind of makes me wonder, like, do people need to have mental health evaluations just to be on live? Because what is this coming to? The gun laws are very lax in America. If you ask me, like, you start to wonder, like, is it a method to the madness, or is it something behind all of this, or what? It's the best live show in the world. Live in direct time is unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen, who's gonna happen, where it's gonna happen, and you can just pull out your phone wherever you are, all from the click, and boom, live action. Better than a TV drama, scripted. And the streaming numbers are crazy. You have most of these incidents happening on Facebook Live, as well as other social platforms. Do they earn from the videos? Now, typically videos with violence that contain anything with someone getting their life taken or extreme harm, they typically do not monetize or put ads on those type of videos. So no, not directly. Facebook or Meta doesn't profit from violent live streams. But indirectly, yes. So when you have streams like this, it does boost the engagement. You have more people coming on the platform. They're commenting, they're tagging. It's hot, it's going wild. It's gaining and it's attracting a lot of attention. So even if the video isn't directly monetized, because it's bringing viewers to the platform, videos that play after, they'll put the commercial ads on those videos. So it's still benefiting them in some way, even though they're not intentionally or directly doing it. Now, the family has spoken out about this incident. His mother made a post where she spoke in detail about how they tried to help and they were really toxic for each other, but they loved each other, but it just wasn't a good situation for neither one of them. Both families were very exhausted and just getting tired with the situation, and they tried to encourage them to leave, to separate, but both of them were intent on being with each other. I will do another video with their responses. The first brother that posted a video, and he was giving his breakdown and his feelings, and it was really sad to watch. And then his other brother came on, and he also gave his synopsis of the situation. I'm not going to get into it too much here. I'll do a separate video because it's so much to unpack and break down. So I think this is enough for today. And I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. I want to know what you guys think. Like I said, this really broke my heart, like, to have to come and report on this story, but I feel like it's so important for young girls. It's just a message, not even for young girls, older women, middle-aged women, old women, because domestic abuse can happen to anyone at any age, abuse period. So if you know someone that's going through this, reach out to them as much as you can. I know we can only do so much, but at least try, so you know that, okay, you try to help them. And if you know that you've done that, you've done what you can. The saddest part for me is the kids having to grow up without a mom or a dad, either set of parents now. To also have to see this news coverage, the footage, the stories when they get older, maybe, you know, who knows, maybe YouTube will have evolved into something else. I'm not even going to say that it won't be around, because I think it will, but it'll eventually maybe evolve into something else or a different platform. But I think that the material is always going to be there and available, and how it plays a role into their psyche growing up, moving forward in life, it's just going to forever affect them. Like, it's a ripple of pain that is going to extend for the next 70 to 60 just years beyond the date that the incident happened. And it's just so unfortunate. And like I said, once again, my condolences go out to the family, and I'm just praying for them for peace, healing. It's going to be a very long process for them. I think I've said all I can say about this situation. This was really a lot to unpack, y'all. So I am like mentally exhausted. But like I said, I'm going to get into this again tomorrow with the feedback from his brothers, his mom. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this story. Drop it below. Until next time, y'all.